Did the relationship become physical? I mean, physically violent between you and Jonathan Bassett?
Yes.
Ms. Jones, tell us, when was the first time something like that happened?
It happened after he moved in with me.
Do you recall a specific incident that happened early 2018 involving physical violence between you and Mr. Bassett?
Yes.
Can you describe to us, Ms. Jones, what occurred?
There had been alcohol involved, and we got into an altercation. I can't remember. I can't recall over what at this point, but we were in my bedroom, and he was corralling me in the bedroom. Wouldn't let me out, wouldn't let me have my phone to call anybody. He ended up, started by throwing me in the shower, and he was whipping me with a towel, a wet towel, which proceeded into the bedroom. I tried to go into the bedroom. He threw me on the ground, wouldn't let me up. I tried to get up, and he ended up hitting me in the face. I have a mark on my back from the towel. I had bruising all down my side, and I had a black eye.
Can you tell us why you did it?
I wanted to stay. I wanted to try to make things better. I was scared to leave.
Did anything else happen between you and Mr. Bassett similar to this?
After that point, nothing that extreme. There was another incident, probably was before.
Something physical?
Yes. Very, very controlling.
Did he make it clear to you that he wanted to know?
Judge, I don't object.
Sustained.
When you say controlling, describe just what that means.
I constantly had to be in contact. I literally worked and I was home, but my whereabouts in between at any time he needed to know. I had to keep tabs, I guess. I needed to keep in contact. And I don't know.
Was this a constant, almost everyday occurrence up until April 2018?
Yes. Sometimes he would come by my work just to check and make sure I was at work.
Work a shift at Triple J's that night.
Yes.
And what was your normal shift? This would have been a Friday night. What was your normal shift on a Friday?
I usually would get there about 5, and I would always close on Friday evenings.
When you say close, what does that mean to us as far as what time you normally be released?
Depending on the time of year, what time the restaurant closes, at that time it was 10, and I would have to make sure that all the other employees, waitresses had their shift chores completed before I was able to leave.
On April 13, 2018, do you know about what time you left Triple J's restaurant?
Probably around 10:45.
And how far was the 187 Pelican, is the 187 Pelican Lane address from Triple J's restaurant you were employed in
It's
2018?
about 5 miles.
Describe that to us a little bit.
Calling to check and see when he was planning on coming home with the children. Just to find out when they would be getting home.
At some point, Ms. Jones, did you have to end the phone call with Mr. Bassett?
Yes.
Why is that?
I was at the gas station on my way home, and he was agitated. I don't know. I wanted to go inside the gas station and got off the phone with him. I don't recall.
Was it a concern of yours, Ms. Jones, the time of night that your 6-year-old was still out of the house?
Yes.
Did you have any idea that night when you spoke to Mr. Bassett when he was coming home with the children?
I did not know. I assumed that they would have been home prior to me getting home, considering the hour.
So when you finally make it home, tell us, what did you do when you made it home?
When I arrived home, I ended up taking a shower, and then I went into the garage to relax until everybody got home.
April 13th, 2018, do you know about what time Mr. Vassa arrived home with the children?
It was near midnight.
And how long, give or take, of course, a few minutes, how long do you think you had been in the garage in the chair that you just described to us in that picture, on your phone and smoking cigarettes before Mr. Vassa arrived home with the children?
Probably about 45 minutes.
And after Mr. Vassa arrived home with the children, did you help with the children today?
Yes, I always go upstairs and I told them good night.
And where in the home were the children's bedrooms?
They both had a bedroom upstairs,
And where was your bedroom in the home?
downstairs.
Were there any other bedrooms downstairs, or just that one bedroom that you used?
Just my bedroom.
And in April of 2018, were there some renovations being done to the home?
Multiple.
Other than needing some updating, did anything happen in the home as far as damage that required things to be fixed?
Yes.
Describe that, please.
My daughter's door upstairs needed to be replaced. There was an incident and John put a ginormous hole in it. The garage door had been damaged a few times, and there were holes in my bedroom as well.
And as far as the bedroom door going into the master bedroom, was there some sort of trick that you needed to do to actually get into the room?
Yes, I just had the door put in, and I had just painted it prior, so the doorknob wasn't off while it was drying. So to get in the door, if it closes, I tried to keep it propped open as much as possible, but if the door closes, you have to use something to open the door.
And when you say use something, would you describe that as
An object an object that was slender enough to fit into the crevice to be able to click over the, I don't know what you call it.
And on April 13th into April 14th, 2018, did you have to use an object to get into the bedroom as you're describing to us?
Yes.
And at the point after the children are upstairs and in bed for the night, is Jonathan still awake?
Yes.
And explain to us what, if anything, was going on between you and Mr. Vassa after the children were asleep upstairs in the home.
He kept coming into the garage, and he was aggravated, and just I feel trying to fight with me, pick a fight with me, and I just kept asking him to please leave me alone.
He witnessed that.
I could tell he was intoxicated, and his whole demeanor and how he acted changed drastically. Just angry.
Do you try and distance yourself from him so that he could calm down?
I would try.
Was it also common to either apologize or say you're sorry for something, even if you don't feel you actually did what you thought you did?
Yes.
Was that more of a...
Sustained.
Ms. Jones, at some point, did Jonathan continue to come into the garage where actually the door was being open and closed, open and closed?
Yes.
Where were you in the garage when the door was being opened and closed?
Sitting in the chair.
Is that the same chair you described to us that's in the corner by the door?
Yes.
Was the chair being hit by the door that Mr. Vasta was opening and closing?
Yes.
How many times would you say, Ms. Jones, that Mr. Vasta opened the door and closed the door where it hit the chair that you were sitting in?
Multiple times.
And did this go on for a period of time, meaning more than a few minutes?
Yes.
How long would you say that Mr. Vasta continued to open the door and close the door and was hitting the chair that you were in?
In spurts over an hour or two.
At some point, Ms. Jones, did you witness the door coming off the hinges?
Yes.
Describe that to us, Ms. Jones. What did you see as far as the door and how the door, to the best of your knowledge, came off the hinges?
He kept trying to enter the garage, and he was aggressively opening and shutting the door. He used enough force to take it off the hinges at that point, after multiple times of coming in.
Was there anything on the table next to the door where you were sitting?
Yes.
What was on the table?
The ashtray, I'm sure my phone, and the knife that I had used.
When you say the knife you had used, describe that to us, what you mean.
I used it earlier to open my bedroom door to get out of my bedroom, to get out of the nightstand.
And when Mr. Vasta came through the door, were you able to stand up at some point?
I believe yes, I attempted to start to get up.
And describe to us height difference as far as Mr. Vasta. You were standing right next to each other. Was he taller than you?
Yes.
Did he weigh more than you?
Yes.
Any idea how tall Mr. Vasta was?
5'7".
Put in perspective, how tall are you without these on?
About 5'2".
And at that point, when Mr. Vasta came to the door, did it seem like his body came in?
Leading.
Ms. Jones, did Mr. Vasta come towards you?
Yes,
Anyway.
and the door, when the final time he came in, when the door came off, he was coming straight to me.
Did you see anything in his hands?
No.
Did you see him using his hands at all?
Yes.
Describe that to us, Ms. Jones.
He just was coming towards me with his hands. I don't know what he was going to do to me. He just come straight through the door and was coming straight towards me. I was sitting down at that point.
Was there a part of your body that it seemed like he was coming towards?
Yes.
What's that?
I mean, he would have been coming straight towards my upper body.
And Ms. Jones, at this point, were you in fear?
Yes.
Did you have any idea what Mr. Vasta would do?
I had an idea. No, I didn't know what he was going to do. I just, the past things that he has done.
Did the knife come off the table?
I grabbed it.
And what did you do with it? Tell us.
I used it to try to get him away from me.
At this point, was Mr. Vasta within arm's length of you?
Yes.
Was he right up?
Objection would be.
Excuse me?
Describe to us how close he was to you when this was happening.
He was right in front of me.
And describe to us what you did with that.
I stabbed him.
Chair and the water heater. Was that in the same area we're talking about?
Yes.
you stood up and turned towards the door, was your back near that water heater area?
Yes.
At this point, Ms. Jones, did you have anywhere to go?
No.
Let me ask you again. When you stood up, did you have any direction to go in? To get
No.
away from this mess?
No. I was trapped.